This meeting is called to order. May we have a roll call?
Commissioner Fiani,
Here.
Commissioner Drick,
Here.
Commissioner Helserman,
Here.
Commissioner Domas.
Here.
Commissioner Sample,
Here.
Commissioner Nakagiri.
Here.
Commissioner Deaton.
Here.
Commissioner Panovich.
Here.
Commissioner Gross.
Here.
Quorum is present.
Thank you. Is there a motion to approve this evening's agenda?
So moved, Deaton.
Support Nakagiri.
Moved by Commissioner Deaton and supported by Commissioner Nakagiri. Any discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, the agenda is approved 9-0. This time we will open up the call to the public. If anybody wishes to address the board, please provide a card and announce your name and municipality.
Christopher Candela from Genoa Township, followed by Steve Williams.
All participants will have 3 minutes at the first call of the public.
Good evening, Commissioners. Thank you for allowing me to address you this evening. As you know, my name's Christopher Candela. I'm running for Circuit Court Judge here in Livingston County. So I just wanted to come out and I guess give you a little update on how on my campaign and what we're doing. We just recently had a meet and greet in downtown Brighton at McClemens Farm, a local store, locally owned, and they sell locally made products. And big reason why we did that and why we wanted to host at a local meet and greet or do a meet and greet at a locally owned store was because a main focus of our campaign is to give back to the community at the same time. I wanted to do an event where during the process of collecting signatures, we could also attract customers into a locally owned store and help those local business owners. And that's a big theme of our campaign, is our dedication, my dedication to Livingston County and how we can help Livingston County from the bench. The circuit court, as you know, presides over serious felony matters, domestic cases, divorce, child custody, as well as personal protection orders, civil cases, things that really have major impacts on our community, beyond just the litigants in the courtroom. And I take that role and responsibility very seriously. So we are very much focused on our commitment to the community and a future looking forward, that dedication and investment into the community as a forward-looking candidate. As you know, I'm currently employed as a senior assistant prosecuting attorney, so I have handled very serious criminal matters from district court all the way up to our Michigan Supreme Court. I've argued and prosecuted cases in every level of our judicial system. I've worked inside the circuit court, so I've seen what a circuit court, efficiently run circuit courtroom looks like. And those are skills that I will bring to the bench. I've been in the trenches. I know what the day-to-day trial and litigation work looks like in the courtroom. And I also have the practical experience of seeing how the courtroom runs from behind the scenes as well. So those are all skills that I intend to bring to the bench, along with that commitment to our future and that commitment to public safety, focusing on not just really that unique role of prosecutor, as I think I've said to many of you, that we act as ministers of justice. We're one of the few attorneys in the courtroom that doesn't have an obligation or a duty to a specific client. We're there to protect the constitutional rights of everybody, the defendants, as well as the victims. And that sort of dedication to protecting constitutional rights, protecting the community, and protecting the people of Livingston County is a commitment that I intend to bring to the court as a judge. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Steve Williams, Marion Township, followed by Doug Helserman.
Commitment to the community. Did you hear that? Commitment to the community, commitment to standards, supporting the residents, okay? Judges are elected officials. They make pledges. Do you ever hold them to those pledges? There's absolutely no reason that you can't talk to people and say, you told us you would do this. And why are you treating our taxpayers like shit? Because if you guys were doing it, you would be asked that question, would you not? I know that job. You get criticized for things you don't even do wrong. And I do want to give a little shout out because apparently Commissioner Nakagiri and I are in 100% agreement on the topic, which is transparency in government. And that is why I'm asking you. I just sent you all an email. You've got the legislation, you've got email addresses for your state senators, representatives. Ask them to pass a law. You send lots of resolutions out saying, we believe in this, we agree with this, we want to celebrate the 250th anniversary. Send out a resolution that we say, we think that transparency in government is important, and that includes the courts. So why do we not give the residents, the taxpayers who pay all the salaries, all the facility costs, everything else, give them the ability to review their own court recordings? Not to pay $500 to have a transcript written up that does not include any kind of tone, volume, anything like that. You saw in the Brennan stuff I sent you where she accused people of rolling their eyes. Now, how are you going to capture that in a transcript? We have the technology. There is no reason those people who are paying attorneys $300 an hour. Let me correct myself. I'm paying a judge. I'm paying $300 for an attorney and another $300, actually half of that, for some lying, corrupt, so-called lawyer guardian ad litem to lie about me to the judge. And now I have to pay $500 for a transcript of that court case. So, you know, this lawyer guardian ad litem has now dropped out. So has the therapist who I talked to, and Gavin got kicked out of school halfway through the day on Thursday for pushing another kid. First time this ever happened. Bio dad comes and picks him up early, doesn't bring him to school on Friday. That's the 12th time he has missed school this year because of his bio dad, with not a single excuse, doctor's appointment, anything like that. What does the Livingston County website say? Initiates a truancy active action by front of the court and everything. 10. And you wonder why you have to pay more money all the time for kids in juvie.
Thank you.
Doug
Oh.
Helserman.
Doug Helsman, resident of Handy Township. I want to talk to you a little bit about our 250th anniversary and the Pledge of Allegiance. Now, the Pledge of Allegiance was not written at the same time the Declaration of Independence was. It's my understanding that that was written in the late 1800s when there was a lot of immigrants coming into our country who didn't know very much about our country, and the public school was used as the melting pot to bring us together. And some magazine came up with this pledge, and it caught on. We liked it. Well, our public schools now are still the melting pot, but they're melting in a different way than the Pledge of Allegiance melted us to be Americans. We're getting something else, and so we are very pleased to have the Pledge of Allegiance. And it wasn't until 1954 until "under God" was added to it, because that was assumed before that. So it's been 70 years that we had to assert that our nation was under God. Before that, it was assumed. And just wanted to encourage us, because you know when we think of the pledge, it says "I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands." If we had that thought again, that we are a republic instead of a democracy, we use democratic principles, people vote, but they vote in representatives to make the decisions. And I guess that's all I have to say today. So thank you.
Thank you.
I have no further cards.
Thank you. We will move to Zoom. It looks like Mr. Parrish has his hand up to participate in this call of the public.
Yeah, Joshua Parrish. I live in Marion Township. And from 2010 to 2015, I was the program director for the Emergency Relief Fund, which was statutorily created under Public Act 214 of 1899. Around 2013, I was approached by the county administrator and said that there was a $500,000 shortfall in the general budget that had been funding the other portion of the day-to-day offices. And they asked me to write a millage for the entire office. So essentially, we wouldn't be receiving the millage from Public Act 214. We would just be receiving a dedicated millage. Now, mind you, back then, we had a population of veterans in the county exceeding 10,000. The problem that we were having is that we didn't have the budget to proactively reach out to these veterans. And so once that millage was passed, I began working for the state of Michigan, for the Michigan Veterans Affairs Agency, where I helped create something called the County Veteran Service Fund with Speaker of the House, Jason Wentworth. And essentially what that funding did is in Michigan, 12 of the 83 counties did not have a CDVA, a County Department of Veterans Affairs office. So that money that we created from the CVSF was to enhance veteran resource provision. I'm a resident of this county. I run a nonprofit called Vet Life in this county. I believe that we're allowed to levy up to 1/10 of a mil. And I would say that we need additional funds. I mean, if you're going to take care of the veterans in this county, you have to understand that it's going to take money to take care of those veterans. Personally, I would like to see the staff doubled. I would like to see resource provision enhanced. I do believe that the current office is doing a great job of helping veterans and their families. But you got to understand something. In Michigan alone, for every 1,812 veterans, there's only one accredited VSO. So I'm vehemently opposed to any cutting of the funding, reducing of the funding, whether it's inflationary or not. And so I would respectfully ask that we actually increase or at least come up to the 1/10 of a mil, and the County Board of Commissioners actually has the authority to go up to 1/20 of a mil. I believe that there's more veterans in this county that are being underserved, and I feel like we need to do even a better job of reaching out to them through directed, targeted outreach. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Do we have anybody else on Zoom?
I do not see any more, Commissioner.
Thank you. This time the call of the public is closed. Is there a motion to approve the claims dated March 9th, 2026 and the payables dated February 9th through February 22nd, 2026?
Don't move. Support Dean.
Moved by Commissioner Domas and supported by Commissioner Deaton. Any discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Is approved 9-0. This time we'll open up the second call of the public, in which this call of the public will be 2 minutes apiece. Do we have any cards for the second call of the public?
Steve Williams, Marion Township.
Holy wow, what a great idea. More money for veterans. And I can certainly use the help because I would apply to have my attorney bills paid. Actually, they're not mine, they're my wife's, but I could take them over if it's only for veterans. Although, the thing is, the taxpayers would be paying for a totally unjustified cost. You understand? Totally unjustified. We have a judge in office who is overruling other judges, not just from other counties, but from Livingston County. Now, I haven't heard anybody complaining about Judge McGivney's rulings. I haven't heard anybody complaining, at least lately, other than you guys, about Judge Hattie. And yeah, those things are in place. And this judge says, well, I think I know better because, oh, I'm brand new to the bench, but I have an ego the size of this room. And you know what happens with these things, right? So Gavin goes home on Thursday early. Now, there's some kind of an issue at school. The principals can talk about it. Does his mom get to talk to him? No. Why? Because the birth father ignores the judgment of divorce and subsequent court orders that specify that either parent without custody, either parent gets to talk to the child from 6:30 to 7 at night. And his birth father disallows that. Disallows it for, you know, it was erratic before. Once I got a PPO against him, he's disallowed it entirely, and this judge ignores that. So you have a child who's obviously going through some kind of issues who can't talk to his mom until Monday morning. And what's the first thing he says to her when he sees her? Does he complain or anything? They have to spend a half hour with the principal and teacher after school. But what he says is, oh, Mom, guess what? Little dad says if he sees me wear this sweater again, he's going to throw it away. Oh, and why does Gavin wear the sweater? It's his favorite sweater. What kind of a psychopath tells a kid, I'm going to throw away your clothing? Oh, by the way, who paid for it? His mother. If you wear it again, just because I don't like it. But yet, this is a psychopath that the judge is giving full reign and allowing to disobey multiple court orders and regular Michigan law. Thank you. See you next week.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you. Does anyone on Zoom wish to participate in the second call of the public?
I do not see any, Commissioner.
Thank you. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Don't move, Hauserman. Support Deaton.
All those in favor to adjourn, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, we are adjourned.